and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today is my September at the moment video. At the moment, I'm drinking a cup of tea. But also, I'm going to be talking about the things that I have been consuming recently at the moment. So first of all, I will talk about the songs that I have been listening to. Now, I have been doing Couch to 5K this month. I'm in the middle of filming a video called E is for Exercise, where I'm doing 30 days of exercise throughout the month of September, exercising every day. And I've been doing Couch to 5K and using the app to do that. Now you can listen to music now when you do Couch to 5K. It used to be a podcast and you used to have to listen to like terrible, just like lift music basically, but you can actually listen to songs now. And I've made a Couch to 5K playlist on Spotify, but I've narrowed it down to 3 of my favourite running songs and then 1 for the cool down. So I thought I'd just talk about those at the moment because they're songs that I've been listening to and loving at the moment. So my number 3 song out of the top 3 is Stop by the Spice Girls. I've been very much enjoying listening to that. It's got quite a good, like, it gets going straight away, which is very good when you're listening and you're running, to just have a song that's instantly at a beat. So I've been very much enjoying that. Also, Lose Control by Missy Elliot. That is amazing. That is another one that's really going from the second it comes on. And then my number 1 song to listen to is a really, really old school song called Last One Standing by Girl Thing, which I think was out like, I mean, I was at my secondary school when I went there, when I was listening to that, and I feel like I was in like year 9, so it may be like 14, so maybe like 18 years ago. This song is 18 years old, which is mad, and it's just very like cheesy and all about girl power and very good for running. So I've been enjoying those, and then I've been enjoying a bit of Ain't No Mountain High Enough for the cool down, because it starts off like and builds to a crescendo, and then by the end, I've reached the end of my 5-minute cool down walk by then, and I'm like, yes, go me. So yeah, that's those are the 4 songs that I've been listening to recently, amongst a whole host of others on my running playlist. I would be very, very interested to hear some of your suggestions for songs for running. I've been adding, every time I do a run, I add another song to the playlist, so I'd be interested to hear some songs that people love to listen to when they're running. The most recent film I watched is Avengers Infinity War. David and I bought this on Blu-ray last weekend and we watched it. I tell you, like, it was fine. Like, I didn't love it. I found it fine. I feel like I've definitely got superhero fatigue at the moment, and something that alleviated that fatigue for quite a while was the Black Panther film, which I love, and we went to see it at the cinema and I bloody loved it. We bought it on Blu-ray and we've watched it a number of times since then, and what I would have liked out of Infinity War is more Black Panther stuff, because I find those characters amazing and love the film. But yeah, it just felt like, I'm aware they've got a lot of backstory and stuff to fit in, but it was just all very like rushed, and yeah, I just don't know. I didn't love it. I think I gave it 3 stars. So yeah, I feel like maybe there were a few sort of like chuckle-worthy bits in there that I did have a little titter over, but in general, I wanted more Black Panther and more, just yeah, a bit more. I don't know, a bit more gravitas. Like at the end. If you haven't watched it and you're going to watch it, I feel like people who wanted to watch it would have watched it by now. So at the end, half of humanity dies, and they sort of turn to dust, the people that die. And I just felt no emotion at all. And let me tell you, me watching a film or a TV show, it doesn't take much to get a bit of emotion out of me, or you listening into my thoughts on Infinity War. And I wasn't moved at all. I didn't feel moved by anyone's death, by even the bit that they sort of tried to make you feel sad. I didn't feel sad at that. Yeah, I just didn't feel moved by it. So yeah, I think maybe I've said 3 stars, but I think maybe I meant 2 stars.
I think you're wrong.
You think I'm wrong? Do you love it?
I love it.
Did you feel moved?
Not to the point of tears, but I definitely didn't feel moved when they was all going at the end. But there was a couple that I was a bit sad about.
I didn't feel moved at all.
The reason that there was I reckon had Black Panther come out 6 months before Infinity War, there would have been more Black Panther. Hopefully. Because I don't think they ever anticipated Black Panther to be as big as it did. No.
So those are David's thoughts too, but onwards with my thoughts. So the next section is what TV show have I been watching recently, and I've actually been watching Gilmore Girls. Now I started watching Gilmore Girls. I've never watched it before. I think I'm only on like episode 4, so I haven't been watching much. David's just about to go off and play golf, so I might treat myself to another episode of it this afternoon. But it is very autumnal. It's very upbeat, and yeah, I just feel like it's very comforting and cozy. And it's definitely something I'm going to be carrying on with. I really like the two central characters. I really like Lorelai and Rory. For those people who don't know, and I'm sure you do, it's about a woman called Lorelai and her daughter, who she had when she was quite young, Rory. She's also called Lorelai, but they call her Rory. And their relation, and she runs an inn, and it's about Rory going to a new school and Lorelai living her life, and her relationship with her parents, which isn't that great. And it's just very cozy and like just really beautiful to look at, and yeah, it just feels really like it's really comforting. And a few times I've got home from work and been able to sneak in an episode before David gets back, but I need to I haven't watched any for about a week now, so that's the TV programme that I've been watching, but I will definitely continue with that. And it's just so nice to get into something that you haven't watched before and know that there's like actual seasons and seasons of it. So I've got so many episodes. I think there's like over, I wouldn't even like to say, there's like lots and lots and lots of episodes to watch, and I'm very much looking forward to getting into all of those. So the books that I'm reading at the moment, now this video, I'm filming it on Sunday, but it's going up on Wednesday. So my #1 book that I'm excited that I will be reading when you're watching this, I'll be listening to the audiobook of Lethal White by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling, and that comes up on Monday. Now, you may have heard me say this before, that I listen to audiobooks, I listen to podcasts in the morning and audiobooks on the way home, and I think I'm actually going to listen to podcasts listen to audiobooks all this week, so I can just listen to Lethal White, because I'm so bloody excited about it. So this is the 4th in a crime series that J.K. Rowling's written under a pen name, Robert Galbraith, and follows Cormoran Strike, who's ex-army and is now a private investigator, and his sort of his partner, Robin Ellicott. The end of the 3rd book ended with Robin getting married and them having solved another case, and then it leaps into this new case, and I don't know how long it's going to be afterwards. I don't know what it's going to involve, and I just love both characters, and I really enjoy the series, really enjoy the series. So I'm looking forward to listen to the audiobook. And the reason I've decided to listen to the audiobook as opposed to read it is because I listened to the 3rd book, which is called Career of Evil, and it's one of the Glenister brothers, so either Robert or Philip, I think it's Robert, and they just do a fantastic job. They did all the accents amazingly, and it just really, like, the delivery was just fantastic. And when you find an audiobook that you love the narrator of, like, I want to just listen to the series forever with him doing it. I just felt like he does an amazing job. So that is one book that I will definitely be reading by the time you're watching this. I'm also still in the throes of reading these two, which I mentioned in my currently reading. So Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. I may finish that this afternoon actually, and The Diary of a Bookseller by Sean Blythell. But I'm also reading at the moment another J.K. Rowling. Oh god, it's so heavy. I'm reading the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban at the moment. I'm working my way through these. I'm rereading every year, and then reading and then tagging the next illustrated one. So this is the first time I've read this. I got it last year, but I haven't read it yet. I've got to say, guys, I think these are the best illustrations yet. I absolutely love it. I really like the fact that even the back page, and I'm sure this happened in the previous books, but what I particularly love about this book is that even the double pages of just font, they've still got sort of like a theme to them. So for instance, this double page is, that background is Crookshanks's fur. I also really like the head of each chapter. They've really got these nice chapters. That this one is the chapter 3 when he gets on the night bus, that's his night bus ticket, but they've got something at the beginning of each chapter that relates to the chapter. Now I'll talk about it more in my wrap up, but I feel like this is really the best one yet, and this has been like, I love The Prisoner of Azkaban anyway. It's one of my favourite of the series, but the illustrations in this and just the way it's laid out, I just feel like it's fantastic. I've been really very much impressed with that. So what have I been doing online? Now, you may have seen a video that I put out, I think it went up on Sunday, and I'll link it down below, where I talk about my autumn bucket list, and what I've basically been doing online recently is looking for things to put on my autumn bucket list. So the autumn bucket list I got from A Beautiful Mess. I will link the video down below if you want to go and check it out, of me talking about the things that I want to do. But after David and I had a chat and I'd found a few things that I wanted to put on the autumn bucket list, I was like, oh, well, I've got 30 slots, I need to think of some more things. So I've been Googling and looking at other people's autumn bucket lists, which then fed into a spiral of me looking at autumnal decorations, because part of my things that I want to do on my autumn bucket list is get some autumnal decorations up and about. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing, very much autumnal, looking at things and just thinking, about autumn and how much I'm looking forward to it this year. And then the last section in this video is what have I been watching on YouTube recently. So you may all know, but I'm a big fan of Strictly Come Dancing, which is a dance competition show that is here in the UK. There's similar versions throughout the world. I think the US version is called Dancing with the Stars. And it was the launch night, not Saturday that's just gone, the Saturday before. And all of the celebrities got partnered up with their dance partners, who to me are also celebrities. I'm also very interested in those guys too. So that was a really, really fun show. And then they show the celebrities do their first dance. They do a group dance. You also see the new professional dancers. They have a launch show, they have a launch dance and things like that. So basically Dave and I have just been watching those videos on repeat. We watched them last night. I've probably watched those videos, those dancing videos, every day since the show's been on, and I just absolutely loved it. I just love watching the dancing so much. They're just all so talented, and I love seeing people's journeys. I love how they start off dancing at the beginning and then all the way through to the end, and when they're fantastic. So yeah, that's what I've been up to at the moment. Would be very, very interested to hear what you guys have been up to at the moment, what songs you've been listening to, what film you've been watching, TV show, what you're reading, and what have you been doing online and on YouTube. And I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video.